Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Talks with Tina, where we are pursuing our most true and authentic self by what? Uncovering our roots. I almost forgot it for a second. I have made this video probably about like 7 times now, but I don't feel like I'm hitting on what it's supposed to hit on. You feel me? Like, you ever had that moment, like, you know you just got something to say, but it ain't coming out right? Anywho, so the topic for today is a rabbit in the lion's den. Now, when it hit me, I was like, a rabbit in the lion's den? Like, what is this? It don't make sense to me. But then I start unwinding it. Like, I was like, okay, let's talk about it. And pretty much, like, when you think about it, a rabbit in a lion's den, those don't mix well at all unless you're talking about food. Like, the rabbit is the lion's food, and that's the only reason why it should be in a lion's den, because it's about to get eaten. There's no other way to think about that, at least in my brain. But again, I've been digging into it, and I did some research on some rabbits. Okay, weird. And I've had rabbits before, so you would think I know about rabbits. All I know is that they are sneaky, very, very sneaky. But what I did know, well, like, learn, is the skills of a rabbit. A rabbit has a keen sense of smell, sight, and hearing, which help them, adapt to their environments and defend themselves from predators. But what was most important to me was that it says that the rabbit, when they sense their predator approaching, they stand still and camouflage into the environment. And I thought that was like so powerful. So then I said, is there an exact meaning of a lion's den? Like, what is a lion's den per se, right? And I'm going to read this like verbatim as it is. It says it's a place or state of extreme disadvantage or antagonism or hostility, right? Full circle that for me, just at the spot. So if we go back to the rabbit, we think that the rabbit is at a full disadvantage because it's smaller. It literally is like food to the lion. But when you think back to the skills that the rabbit possesses, then it makes sense. Like, the rabbit in the lion's den, it can make sense. Like, the rabbit will know how to adapt with the skills that they possess. So if you think about yourself as the rabbit, sometimes we're in these places and environments that we seem like the underdog. We are at an extreme disadvantage. We are out of our comfort zone. But we possess skills in ourselves that can help us maneuver these environments that we are in, right? The biggest thing is that the rabbit is able to stand still and camouflage into their environment when they sense a predator. And kind of how I full circle that is, honestly, like, sometimes I feel like we rush everything. Like, we're in just a constant, like, ooh, this does not suit me. Like, I got to get up out of here. Or we're constantly praying, like, God, oh, this situation ain't it. But can you be still when the predator is coming for an attack? Like, can you be still and be so confident in your skills that one, you know how to maneuver through that attack, and two, that you so into yourself that you can just be still and camouflage in the environment. Not even just camouflage, but just be still. Like, be in that moment, be in that situation, and understand what you need to be doing in that moment. That's kind of my biggest takeaway from that, was that we are often just so frantic to get out of things that we are just meant to be still in. Like, there's always things that are going to attack us, but the skills that we possess can help us maneuver in that environment. And I think that analogy is kind of the business. Like, are you a rabbit in the lion's den? Can you, when you feel you are your weakest, like you are your smallest, can you be the overachiever and the big dog simply by what you possess? That Ooh, that's a word. By what you possess in yourself, you can be the big dog when you feel like you are such a small pup in the lion's den. You are a rabbit in the lion's den when it didn't seem like it was supposed to be suitable for you. You had everything you needed. All you had to do was just be still in the moment and understand what you got in yourself. And that's how we full circle that. Okay? Good night, because it's way past my bedtime. We just full circle that into a word.